Hi everybody, welcome everyone. We are getting started with our theme one, which is about mastering self-coaching brain. So, in this theme, we will be covering everything around mindset, what is self-coaching brain, and how do we work with our mind, with our mindset. All right. So, day one, we are covering survival versus expansion. So, why are we still stuck in survival mode? Why it is so difficult to move into expansion? Today, we're going to learn about all that, and I'm super excited to bring this entire thing in front of you guys. So make sure that you're watching the entire thing. It is going to be around 20-30 minutes. Today it's going to be a bit longer because I'm covering some deep concepts here for you to understand why exactly we are stuck in survival mode. All right. So, yeah, let's get started. Survival versus expansion. So, today we would be understanding as to how our brain, how our mind functions. Okay. Unless and until we don't understand how it works, we will not be able to master it. Okay. So, today is all about understanding how it actually works so that we can master it. I'll give an example here. Do you guys remember how, while we were young, we used to play those board games and it had like a list of rules and stuff like that? And few of them were like exceptionally doing well into those games, and few did not do that well, right? It's because they actually learn like how it works, how the game works, the in and out of the game, the rules about the game, of how to play the game, how it works. Same, we are going to be doing here. We would be understanding in depth as to how actually our brain works, aka the rules, and then we're going to master it. Okay, the same way we would be mastering our mind as well. We just need to understand how our brain works. The first half of this video is going to be a little bit of theoretical aspect, little bit conceptual, but it is important for you to understand. I have just kept the important topics in here, not the entire thing, not to overwhelm you guys, but this is very important and I want you to understand it. Okay, let's move forward. All right, so how the brain works. So we are going to look at two main parts of the brain. Okay, one is the survival brain, which is the lower brain. This is the oldest part of our brain, and this brain was formed when human lived in jungles long time back, when they used to hunt and stay in jungles, and like the tribal entire setup was there. That time there was real danger all around, like wild animals. There could be sudden attacks. You really don't know from where the danger is gonna come in. So the brain, like over the period of time, the brain has learned to stay alert. Why? Because the whole agenda is to stay safe. Okay, so what it has learned is to keep you safe, to keep you alive. Okay, so whenever it senses any kind of threat, it takes over the control and it reacts very, it reacts very fast without even thinking, because at that point of time, the whole priority is to keep you safe, is to keep you alive. So stay alert, stay safe. All right. So this brain is all about survival, how to keep you alive, how to make sure that your safety is maintained. That's it. No growth, no ambition, no nothing. So this is the lower part of the brain, which is the oldest part of our brain. All right. Now let's understand the second. Okay, before going there, how the survival brain protects you. It protects you through four reactions. One is, I'm sure that a lot of you all might have heard about, these responses already, which is fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Okay. So when the survival brain takes over, the whole agenda becomes how to keep you safe. And these are the responses through which it is protecting you. In the coming slides, I would be giving you example as well so that you understand how it is playing out in our real life. All right. Just to explain it here, fight is basically, kind of attacking back. Flight is like running away from the situation to make sure that you are safe, right? Freezing is like going numb, going like freezing at that point of time, being stuck to make sure that you are safe. And the last one is fawn, trying to please others to stay safe. I would be giving you guys examples, so don't worry about it. Okay, moving to the second part of the brain, again, the most important one. Now, this is a newer part of the brain, the neocortex, the prefrontal brain, which has found much later in the human evolution. right? So this brain helps you to think clearly, to understand things, to plan your future, to have hope, to have faith, to make decisions, to set all the goals. This is the brain that says, I want to grow, I want to improve, I want to achieve things. So this brain is focused on your growth, not the survival. We're talking about the prefrontal brain. Okay. So these are the two different parts that you need to understand. Okay. So now, what is the problem? We do understand there is this lower part of the brain focusing on survival to make sure that we are alive, to make sure that we are safe. And there is this frontal part of our brain focusing on the growth. Where is the problem? The problem is here. Okay. So even though we live in cities right now, buildings, cities, apartments, there are no as such wild animals chasing us anymore. Okay. Still, our survival brain acts the same way like it used to do. It cannot really differentiate between the real danger and the perceived danger. So earlier how it was, all the animals are around, you could be attacked at any point of time. So make sure that you are safe, stay in the alert mode to make sure that you are safe. So right now the brain is not able to kind of differentiate between what is the real danger and what is the perceived danger. Okay, so the real danger, like there's a tiger around and it could be attacking you, or a perceived danger is something like emotional discomfort, like trying out something new. That is also a perceived danger. Okay, so even if the situation is not actually dangerous, I mean, is it actually dangerous? You trying out something new, you trying out a new hobby, you doing something new. It is not dangerous, right? But it is perceived as danger. Okay, and as the threat sensors get active, it is going to push you to fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Okay, so when you try to start a new habit, speak in front of people, start a business, set boundaries, do something which is unfamiliar to your system, your survival brain says, this is new for me, I don't know if it is safe or not, just stop. Okay, so something new which is not familiar to your system is seen as a threat. Okay, I hope so. Up until here, things are very clear. I am trying to keep it very simple, so that you understand the crux of it. I do not want you to get into depths, but just understand your brain is only trying to protect you, only trying to keep you safe. That's the job. Okay? Moving forward. So now, when the survival brain kicks in, like this is new, I don't know, if it is safe or not, just stop. It is going to put you into self sabotaging actions. Like you overthink, you are fearful, you procrastinate, you self doubt, you are feeling stuck, and then you eventually end up not doing it. Okay? So it is not because you're weak, it is not because that you are lazy, you're trying to be lazy. It is because your brain is trying to protect you. It is trying to protect you because it is already sensing it as a threat, it as a perceived danger, right? It is trying to protect you so that you do not go over there, because going over there means some sort of danger, means some sort of threat. All right. Now, moving forward, here I'm going to give you examples. But make sure before you move towards the example, these two things are very clear in your mind at this point of time: the prefrontal, the survival brain, and how these are functioning exactly, and what is the whole job is to keep you safe, is to make sure that your safety is at the max, is to make sure that you are alive. Okay, now let's check out a couple of examples so that it becomes more clearer in terms of what I am trying to say here. All right. So let's say, take an example of, you are trying to set a boundary. Okay, you want to say no to people, right? And your survival brain says, like, if I say no, I will be disappointing the people, right? So your body, how does your body react? The throat get tightens, your voice gets smaller, so you, no bolna hai, but you're not able to speak it out. You end up saying, okay, no problem, I'll do it this time. Okay, so this is a form response, which is people pleasing as safety. Okay, and it learns what's safe. Of course, one is the primal function of your survival brain, which is to make sure that you are safe, and the second thing is about your own learned experiences from the past. Okay, let's say in the past, you have gone through certain experiences out of which you have your own certain learnings about it. So even that is going to come into play. I will be talking about them as well. All right. The second one is about raising prices. So you want to increase your price, let's say from 10,000 to 25,000 or whatever it is, and then your survival brain kicks in. If I charge more, they will leave. Nobody's going to pay me. What if people think that I am greedy? What if people think that I am selfish? What if people think that I am looting them? And then how your body responds. Your chest becomes tight, your belly contracts, your shoulder curls inward, right? And this is again a fawn response. You stay small to avoid rejection, right? So this is another example. I think there's one more example that I've added here. Yeah. So again, you are starting something new. So you want to begin a new offer, a new project, or a new habit. And then your mind, your body, everything, what is happening, I'll do tomorrow. Then you procrastinate. And then there's this mind fog happening in your mind. And then you get this sudden urge to scroll, to clean, to talk, to eat, and not focusing on what you really want to do. So, this is a classic freeze and flight response. Okay, so running away what is unknown, because what you want to start here is a new thing, is an unfamiliar territory for your brain, for your mind. So it is going to resist it because that is unknown. Unknown is equal to unsafe. That is seen as a perceived danger. So let me not go over there. Okay, so this is the simple formula on which the brain is working. Now let's move forward. Yeah, so what exactly we are doing in the healing, in the mindset work, we are not trying to fight the survival brain. We cannot. Okay, so we are trying to teach the survival brain that I am safe at this point of time. What I am trying to do is not actually danger for me. Okay, me trying out new things, me showing up, me talking, being out there, talking boldly about my offers, communicating to people is not danger. That is something that I want. It is not danger. I can try out new things. Okay, so it is all about teaching your survival brain that it is safe for me to try those things, it is safe for me to do those things. Okay, so when the brain feels safe, and of course the brain feeling safe is linked with body as well, and the body aspect we would be covering in the next theme, which is coming in the couple of days. So when your brain and body feel safe, your overthinking automatically reduce. The fear drops, the confidence rises, the action becomes easier. Okay, so this is how you move from survival to expansion. This is how you move from survival to growth, by not fighting your survival brain, but rather teaching your survival brain that whatever I'm doing, my goals, my ambitions, whatever I am planning to do in the coming days is not danger. It is something that I want and I'm safe while doing it. That is what you teach your survival brain. Okay. So survival brain wants safety. Like we already discussed, the first second slide was all about survival brain and the prefrontal brain, right? Survival brain wants safety and the prefrontal brain wants growth, right? Expansion and thriving and doing good things and achieving goals and doing amazing into your life. So when we try out new things, the survival brain gets scared, right? And activates fight, flight, freeze, or fawn responses. We learn to calm it and show that it is safe to try out new things. Then the brain support our goal instead of blocking them. Abhi, at this point of time, what is happening is I have a goal in my mind and that is being perceived as a threat. Because it is unfamiliar, because of my past experiences, it is already in that danger zone. And whatever is unfamiliar, whatever is into that danger zone, a mind and a body is going to try as much as it can to make sure that we're not going into that zone, because that is a danger zone, that is unsafe. And the whole idea is to make sure that you are safe. It is just trying to protect you. It is not going against you. It is just trying to protect you. It is your job, it is your responsibility to make sure that you are training, reviving your mind and body in a way that whatever you are achieving or wanting to achieve in your life is seen as something safe and not as threat and not as a perceived danger. Okay, so the survival brain feels safe when things are familiar and predictable. Meaning, something which is familiar is safe for me. Something which is new, something which is unknown is like a possible danger, it's like a possible threat. And my body is going to do literally everything to make sure that I am safe, to make sure that I am protected, to make sure that I am surviving. So it is going to put all the self sabotaging actions in place to make sure that I do not go over there. That is how the loop is playing in. Once you understand this loop, it becomes easier for you to move out of this loop. And that is the reason I wanted to cover these two topics at least in this 30 days challenge. There's a whole, I mean, when you go in depth studying about your brain, it's a vast topic overall. Okay, but for this challenge, I have picked up the two most important things that are required for us to move ahead in this journey that we are on to. All right, so let's move forward. Yeah. So growth feels unsafe, not because something is wrong with you, not because something that you're lazy. Okay. It is because your brain is wired to avoid anything that is unfamiliar. Okay, to avoid anything that is in the danger zone, denoting that it is unsafe. And this is by the biology, it is how the brain is structured, right? And the second thing that is playing in is your own past experiences that taught what was safe and what was unsafe, the conditioning um that you have been through right from the childhood, and every experiences that you have had into your life, you have your own conditioning, right? I'm going to give you an example here. um so let's say if as a child we as a child, we are quite open. We are very lively, we are like out there. Have you seen like small kids? I mean, you will see them running all over the places, shouting and dancing and laughing and crying and expressing to their fullest capacity. Okay, and then what happens? Experiences happens, and they go through the life, and they going through all the experiences, because of which layers and layers and layers gets added on. The child who was fully alive, who was fully expressive, and who didn't really care about the world around, he's gonna shout, he's gonna scream. What actually happened that made the child quiet? What actually happened that made him to numb and suppress himself or suppress herself? What happened? It is all because of the experiences and what you have learned from those experiences. Right? I'm going to give an example here. Let's say there's a child, and talking about painting. Let's say she's really very amazing and she paints really well. Now she has painted out a beautiful, image and picture, and she takes this painting to her parents. Okay. And so instead of appreciating her efforts, it is not being treated well by her parents. It's like, go study, why you're wasting time on all this. Go study, it is not that good, or maybe you can do better. Instead of appreciating, they are, putting in their own comments, their own opinions. Right? So now here, as a child, what did that child learn? That what I really want to do is not being accepted by the world. So let me do something that is being accepted by the world, that is being accepted by my loved ones. Let me not do something that I love, that is painting. Let me just focus on my studies, because that is being accepted by the world, because that is being loved by the world. If I do this, that means I am loved. If I do this, that means I am accepted. If I do this, that means I am not rejected by the world. So, like this, we have multiple experiences, right? Right from the childhood, with our parents, with our teachers, with our siblings, with their environment, with neighbors, with friends, with relatives. We have a lot of experiences, right? So, there's already a conditioning that is already being built. The foundations are already being set inside of you right from the childhood. Even that conditioning plays a huge role. Like, imagine a child who was scolded um, for not getting things perfect, right? He failed. Even if he tried, he failed. Imagine a child being um, in that situation wherein he was not appreciated for the efforts. Today, he will turn out as an adult who fears failing, because at that point of time, it was all about, if you are doing this, you have to make sure that you are succeeding, and there's no space for failure. There's no space for you trying out and things not working out, right? So today, that child who's grown up as an adult, he's going to face a lot of issues in terms of doing something new, trying something new. That fear is always going to linger inside him. That what if I fail? Let me just not do it. Let me just not try. Because if I try and what if I fail? Then how I will be seen, how I will be perceived by others, especially our parents, right? So our past experiences plays a huge role, and of course, the foundation, the biology of how our brain is built, of how it is wired to avoid anything which is unfamiliar, to make sure that we are safe, that is already there. So brain is not actually blocking your goals. It is trying to protect you. And this is something that you needed to understand. Nothing is against you. It is not that you have given something less and somebody else has given something extra sort of a brain. People are having same brain. It is about how optimally you are putting it into action. It is on you. It is on you to become the master of your brain and not let the brain lead you. Rather, you lead the brain. So it's on you. Brain is going to do its job, whatever it is designed to. It's on you of how you are, kind of taking the charge or not taking the charge. All right. So from today, there's this one takeaway that I want you to take from this video is about how nobody's against you. Your brain, your body is, everyone is literally there to support you. It is just you who needs to learn, who needs to take charge, and who needs to rewire to make sure that, um, brain is not leading you, you are leading your brain, right? It is on you of how do you optimally use it. All right. So your body, your brain is there to protect you. They are doing their job. They're not doing something wrong. Okay. So now let's move a little forward. Hmm. Yeah. So we are learning to move decisions from the survival brain to the prefrontal brain because, as we already know, survival brain is making sure that you are safe, and the prefrontal brain focuses on your thriving, your goals, your ambitions, what you want to achieve, right? The bodyguard is good at surviving and not at growing, not at thriving. And the wise leader, which is the prefrontal brain, is good at growing and not panicking. So we have to shift our decisions, our action making from here, the survival brain, to the prefrontal cortex brain. And that is the task, that is the journey that we will be going through. Right now, most of the times, all the decisions, all the actions are governed by the survival brain. Whenever you try to do something new, take up new action, take up a new course, do something for your thrival, for your goal, moving towards um, your growth journey, you will always see that there's a lot of resistance, there's a lot of sabotage. Why that is happening is because you moving towards that goal is an unknown territory, and that is seen as threat, right? That is seen as threat or perceived threat. Your body and brain is making sure that you do not reach over there, right? But when you shift from that space, from the survival brain space, more in your frontal, that is your prefrontal brain, because यहाँ पे तो it's gonna happen that way only. It is focusing on your growth and your expansion and your thriving. So the whole journey is to move from the low brain, survival brain, to the prefrontal brain, which is the wise leader. And it is there to make sure that you are growing. It is there to make sure that you are thriving in your life. So this is the journey that we would be making from your survival brain to your prefrontal brain. Okay. So today is not about fixing anything. It's not about fixing anything. Today is just about noticing. The moment you notice your automatic survival patterns, you create space for new choices. ठीक है अभी तक the life that you're living is completely on autopilot. You are not even aware as to what is happening, why it is happening, and nothing, literally nothing. It's happening, होते जा रहा है, it's on autopilot, you are doing nothing. But now, when you actually sit back, instead of being into it, you start noticing as to what is happening, what patterns am I repeating, right? Why this is showing up, what am I feeling? When you start noticing it, then you shift from the space of autopilot and slowly move towards taking charge of your life, right? For today, I just want you to start noticing things. Towards the end, I will be also sharing an assignment that you can do that will bring a lot of things in your awareness so that we can start working on them. Okay. But for now, just two things. Your body, your brain is protecting you. It is protecting you from a zone that is already being perceived as a threat. Okay. And whatever you're moving towards, the new thing that you're doing in your life, it is unfamiliar. It is seen as unsafe because it is unfamiliar, right? And the second thing is all about noticing the way that you're showing up in your life. I would be giving you a proper way of how do you do that towards the end. Make sure you keep watching. All right. So now, um, yeah, we talked about how, noticing, not going into it, not being in like completely autopilot, jo ho raha hai, wo ho raha hai, वैसे नहीं, but rather noticing it. We would be doing a short guided experience. I want you to um experience what it feels like to kind of observe and not like completely go into it. All right. So I just want you to settle down wherever you are. Just settle down. We are going to just start in a bit. Yeah. Slowly, gently close your eyes and take a deep breath through your nose and gently exhale out through your mouth. Okay, just keep your mouth slightly open so that you can exhale out. Relax yourself. There's a lot of information that has already been kind of, entered your brain. I just want you to breathe out everything at this point of time. Take a deep breath in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw unclench. Let your forehead relax. There is nothing that you need to do at this point of time. Just be with yourself for a few more minutes with me, noticing your breath, being fully present in the here and now. If possible, you can place your feet on the ground and feel the surface beneath you. Know that you're supported. Allow yourself to feel that sense of grounding, to feel that sense of relaxation coming in from the Mother Earth through your feet, reaching to each and every cell of your body, reaching to each and every part of your body, allowing your body to relax completely. Drop into your body. If your mind starts wandering here and there, I just want you to bring it back to your breath and just acknowledge whatever is showing up at this point of time. Just say that I'm going to visit you later. And then again, bring back your focus, your attention towards your breath. Few short, deep, gentle breaths. Allow yourself to relax fully in the body, dropping in the body, not in your mind, but in the body. Now, when you feel a little settled down, keep your eyes closed throughout. I'll ask you when to open them. I just want you to think of a goal, of a desire that you have right now. Something that you plan to do it, something you're working on, something that you want to achieve into your life. It could be anything, any goal, any desire, any habit, literally anything that you want to have in your life. This could be making more money, or maybe showing up online, asking for support, asking for help, moving out of a relationship, starting something new, taking up a new habit, anything. Just choose one for now and gently say to yourself that my goal is, and just repeat it. Maybe I want to make more money, I want to be visible online. Just repeat it to yourself at this point of time. And when you repeat that goal of yours to yourself, I just want you to gently scan your body from top to bottom, from the top of your head till the tip of your toes. Start at the head. Just notice, is there any pressure, any heaviness, any numbness that you're experiencing at this point of time? Slowly moving down towards your face, your jaw. Just notice if there is any tightness, any closing, any freeze, any stiffness that you're experiencing. Slowly, you can come down towards your shoulders. Just notice, are they feeling heavy? Are they feeling pressurized? Do they feel stiff? At this point of time, I just want you to notice, nothing else. Now, moving down towards your chest, just notice how heavy, how open, how closed does it feel. Moving down towards your belly, again notice, is it relaxed? Feeling knotted, jittery? How is it? You can also look in your entire back area. Is there any stiffness, tightness that you might be still holding on to? Slowly moving down towards your hips and legs. Just see, how are they feeling? Any restlessness? Are they feeling grounded or not? Is there any stiffness, any tightness that you are experiencing at this point of time? There is no right or wrong answer. I just want you to notice your body, of how it is showing up, how it is reacting. What are the sensations that are showing up for you when you think about your goal, your desires? If there is any tension, any feeling, any shrinking, any sensation that is showing up for you, I just want you to softly repeat in your mind that my body is trying to keep me safe. My body is trying to keep me safe. My body is trying to keep me safe. You can place one of your hand on your chest, your heart, and another on your belly like this, holding yourself. And take a slow, relaxed breath. Inhale, one, two, three, four. And slowly exhale out through your mouth. One, two, three, four, five, and six. One more time. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale. One, two, three, four. Slowly exhale out through your mouth. One, two, three, four, five, and six. Relax yourself. Just repeat in your mind that it's okay. Whatever I am feeling at this point of time, that is completely fine. We are safe now. This is new, sure, but this is not danger. I don't have to stay small to stay safe. Feel your body. Receive that fully. Allow the vibrations of these sentences to settle down in your body. Even if it's 1% for today, that is good. That is enough. Yeah, allow the vibrations of these sentences to settle in your body that it is okay, we are safe now. This is new, sure, but it is not danger. I don't have to stay small to stay safe. Now, gently ask your body, what do you need from me to feel safe? What do you need from me to feel safe? Maybe a slower pace, maybe some sort of support, maybe permission, maybe some extra rest, maybe some sort of clarity, maybe some reassurance. Whatever is showing up for you, I just want you to honor it. First of all, listen to your body as to what is showing up, and then whatever answer that you get, just honor it. What do I need at this point of time for me to feel safe? And just see what shows up for you. And when you get your answer, you can take one last slow, deep breath And once you're ready, you can slowly and gently open up your eyes and whisper to yourself, I am allowed to expand now. I am allowed to expand now. I am safe. I am safe. Yeah. So slowly rub your palms and give that energy, give that heat to your face. And with a lovely smile on your face, you can open up your eyes. And there are a couple of journal prompts that I've written for you guys, right? Once you're done with this short guided experience, I want you to take out your journal. We will be needing a book, right? You have to keep a separate journal, a separate rough book for this journey. Okay? So for today, I just want you to journal a couple of questions. And the questions are, what goal did I check today? What did my body do when I thought about the goal? What were the sensations that came up? What emotions came up? Right? And what might my body be trying to protect me from? So, what is my body actually trying to protect me from? Right? And whatever shows up, honor it. Okay. For example, like if I earn more, I might be judged. If I speak up, someone may leave, someone may criticize me. If I show up, I might be judged. People might comment something wrong, something negative. For today, I just want you to become aware. That's it. We are not doing anything. We're just becoming aware as to what is showing up for us. Yeah. And now I have an assignment for you guys. It is very simple. I'm going to just explain it to you guys. So, this is the assignment that you can do throughout the journey for you to become more aware, more connected with your own body. Okay. It's going to hardly take 2 minutes of your time. You have to do it as many times as you can, preferably 3 times or more. Okay, so this is a 2 minute goal safety check, which is awareness work that we're doing at this point of time. Getting awareness as to what patterns are playing in, what is showing up for me. For getting aware, just awareness is what we are working on right now. Okay, so at any point of your time, maybe in the morning, think of the goal that you want to work, maybe more money, more visibility, more love, speaking out, being open, being expressive, whatever your goal is, right? Say to yourself that I want this and this, right? And just notice your body's reaction. Does your chest feels tight or open? How is your breathing? Is it shallow? Is it soft? Is it deep? How your belly feels, relaxed or clenched, tight or loose? How are your shoulders feeling? Do they feel pressurized? Are they feeling tensed? Or are they relaxed? Whatever shows up, just say my body is trying to keep me safe. That's it. Okay, this is the work that I want you to do it for the next 30 days. The more you do, the more better. It is just hardly going to take like 2 minutes of your time. At least do it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. Okay, just check in with yourself. This is what I'm working on. And when you think about that goal, how does it make you feel in the body? Just notice what sensations, what thoughts, what emotions, what feelings are showing up for you, right? And whatever shows up, honor it, right? Just say that my body is trying to keep me safe. Okay, awareness is the work, and whatever shows up, just make a note of it in the journal so that we can start working on it. All right. Okay, so with this, we come to an end of day one. This video might be a little bit longer, but watch it again if you want to grasp the information that I've given here, to understand the basics, to understand of the rules of how things are working so that you can then master it. All right, so I'm gonna see you guys on day two. Till then, bye and take care. Have a great day ahead.